Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane, and oh boy, do we have some big news to talk about on this morning's show. Big news breaking late last night here in the UK, and that Joe Lewis has been charged with insider trading in the US. For anyone who doesn't know what insider trading is, let me give you an example. So let's say Joe Lewis has connections to a business. That business is about to crash for some reason or another, and then he passes that information on to people who shouldn't know it and basically says, don't invest in this business because they're about to crash. Or same if a business, for example, has a new technology advancement, he can advise people to invest in that business. That's illegal. That is completely and utterly illegal. It's not allowed. And that is what Joe Lewis is being charged for, passing on illegal information to associates. Could those associates be Daniel Levy? I have a funny feeling one of them could be. When you realise how much they contact each other, how close they are when it comes to business as well and being business partners. And this is massive, massive news. You've got to keep in mind, okay, we have a go at Daniel Levy a lot because he's the one who makes the football decisions. But Daniel Levy owns 30% of the football club. Joe Lewis owns 70%. Joe Lewis is the majority shareholder of Tottenham Hotspur. And this will affect a lot. This will affect a lot. When it comes to transfer budgets, will it affect Tottenham? It could. Maybe not this summer because it's going to be a prolonged case, in my opinion. We've seen cases like this before be prolonged. But will it affect Tottenham Hotspur in the transfer window? It definitely could do. We could have a very similar situation to what happened with Roman Abramovich in freezing of spending money and stuff like that. And look, another thing, the NFL, right? The NFL are very, very careful who they deal with, very, very careful who they do business with. We ain't going to have any more NFL games at our Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We're not because of this. And a lot of people will be like, what, this, that? We will not have NFL games at Spurs anymore because the NFL are very careful who they deal with, and the fact that Tottenham Hotspur's majority shareholder has been accused and will most likely now be caught out of insider trading. They're not going to deal with us anymore. And then will that affect concerts? No more Beyonce concerts at Spurs. Will that affect boxing events? You'd have to think so. You'd have to think so, because if other people see that the NFL are going to pull out of Tottenham Hotspur and they deal with the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you feel that other businesses, other singers, other bands, other promoters for boxing are going to follow the same footsteps. So it will affect the football club. We already know that the money that comes out of those concerts and boxing fights doesn't get invested back into the team. But now Daniel Levy has an excuse not to invest that money back into a team. But will this affect Daniel Levy? And is this the prolonged end of ENIC and Levy? I can see a slight light at the end of the tunnel that we haven't seen for a long time. I think it could take a while, but I think there's a chance. I think there is a chance. I think this may drive fans to breaking point, or at least I hope it does. I don't know what else will. But it's just mad news. Absolutely mad news. For anyone who knows a little bit about Joe Lewis, though, it shouldn't come as a surprise. It should not come as a surprise. This guy's been accused of some shady shit before. Some very shady stuff. And it's immediately been taken down. The stuff in Argentina, if you know what I'm talking about, then you understand. I'm not going to delve into that. So it shouldn't come as a huge surprise. But wow. Wow. I didn't expect it now. Pre-season goes from bad to worse. And talking from a football perspective, because that's what I care about. You know, we're talking about the financial and legal side of things here, but football's what I care about. Tottenham's a football club. This pre-season's a shambles. Ange Postecoglou's coming to Spurs. He's not being backed with new centre-backs, which is his main priority, which is an international war crime in itself. That's the biggest crime here. He's not being backed with centre-backs. The owner of the football club he's just joined is in hot water for insider trading. It's just a joke. He's got the Harry Kane transfer saga. He's got pre-season games being called off due to monsoons in countries. Who could have thought that would have happened when we travelled to Thailand in monsoon season? We're just an absolute mess of a football club. An absolute mess. Yet again, the summer window started quite positively, but then all the Kane stuff started coming out. And now you've got this, which will affect the financials of the club. Like I say, the NFL won't deal with us anymore. And you think if they pull out, that'll almost force and nudge the shoulder of Eddie Hearn and people like that to not allow people like AJ to fight at our stadium. And will Beyonce want to perform at our stadium, be linked with anything to that? I don't know. And sponsors as well. AIA, are they going to pull out? A Cinch going to pull out? Mental, absolutely mental. You've got the sponsors there, but yeah, crazy news. Look, I've provided you guys the information I can. There's a lot of questions that will hopefully be answered in the coming weeks, months, years. We don't know. We don't know. What I do know is Joe Lewis is 86, so if he'll even make it through this case, if it lasts a long time, I don't know. You don't wish death upon anybody, but crazy news. Absolutely crazy news. The majority shareholder of Spurs, which is Joe Lewis, in hot water, in very, very deep hot water. I don't know how he's gonna not drown in this one. And look, he knew this was coming. He knew this was coming, the crook. Hence the fact he passed a lot of things and signed a lot of things off to his daughter and Levy. He was preparing for this, and now it's happened. Now it has happened. If Joe Lewis goes, will Daniel Levy take complete and utter control of Tottenham? That's a nightmare. Will it be his daughter who takes control of Spurs? Will it be a Saudi investor? I don't know. Crazy news. So many questions, guys. Comment down below your thoughts on this crazy. Thank you for watching this this video. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, absolute crazy train at the minute, in the words of Ozzy Osbourne. Bonkers. Bonkers. But look, take care of yourselves. All the best. Have a good day. We'll be back later on to do a match reaction for Spurs versus the Sea Lion Sailors. See what happens there. I mean, I don't think the focus will really be on the football when we talk about that later. But look, thank you for watching. Take care. All the best. And as always, Common News Spurs. In Big Ange we trust. I think Big Ange may walk. Honestly, I do. But it's just a mess. But most importantly, Enoch and Levy out. Get those, quite literally now, criminals out of my